Saturday2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. This shot from 120 yards.
Downwind on this shot.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole play.
Well, it looks like John McCarthy's stepped back ashore, kicked off his boat shoes, and is going to give us a little bit of a condition of today's course. John, what are the players facing here at Old Marina Golf Club?
Well, Luke, we're on the coast, but there's a good mix of coastal and inland holes at Old Marina Golf Club. Lots of movement in these greens. If you are an expert at reading putts, you're going to have a bit of a leg up, I think, this week. I love the fourth hole, par 5, that stretches along the ocean, has a green that's well protected by bunkers, which probably might dissuade some from going forward into the 7th hole. Similarly, a par 5 stretching down the ocean, but is much...
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, just missed. This is... Ooh, nice line. Oh, that's a clutch par. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. And the third hole here at Old Marina Golf Club looks very familiar, Rich. Par 4, playing 444 yards.
Luke, if you're a fan of Pebble Beach Golf Links, you're absolutely going to love this hole. Just 444 yards from the back tees. Driver really isn't necessary, as there is out of bounds over on the right-hand side that comes into play in a hurry. Just avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side. Find the fairway. Second shot plays slightly uphill. It actually looks like an infinite edge pool. It's really difficult to judge distance control with that second shot. Still a great hole, one that you dearly love to make birdie on.
Taking aim from about 170 yards.
Pretty good win back into the player's face.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Setting up here with a very long putt. Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now he just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
And with that lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival. It's getting serious, isn't it? Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Teeing off here at the 5th. Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, that one will play. This putt is about 17 feet long. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a par here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. We've arrived at a par 4. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
Getting ready to play their third. He's 2 shots back. Ooh, that almost went down. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Oh, that's a nice line. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Currently 2 under for the day. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Wonderfully played. Second shot here on the 7th. Opting for the 3-wood. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. Didn't that look good for a long time? A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. Well done. Take the birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a ripper from long range.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Opting for the 5-wood.
This one's going to the right.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Straight out of the top drawer.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 9th hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one, a really tough test to finish the opening 9. A par 4 stretching 466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot, the bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
This one from about 160 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. This one's online. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Is Will Zalatoris.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, they're playing well right now. They're inside the top 10, and they're looking to continue that move up the leaderboard.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for 3rd. Opting for the hybrid, I think. This is an extremely long putt. They might even have to hinge on this one.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
This has a real chance.
Ooh, right by the hole. A par putt awaits. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Wow, that almost went in the hole. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We have a par 4 on this one. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up from about 100 yards. Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. This really looks good.
And down it goes. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Currently has a share of second place. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Opting for the 6 iron. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
How close was that to going down? This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Good putt, that. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Birdied their last hole.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Good looking shot, this. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Going with the 9 iron, I think. This one needs to kick left. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Oh, I like the look of this. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And he finds himself in a tie for third. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4. Oh, absolutely flushed. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Just 3 back from the leader. Going with the pitching wedge here. Terrific shot, and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. Even for the day. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that is brilliant. A bonus birdie. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Okay, let's get back to the action. And this putt to move into a tie for second.
And a big moment for this player with just 4 holes left.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
And they're going to have to really focus in here to try and chase down that leader.
And let's have another look at that one.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
He's currently in the second position.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
This is a short par 4, always a fun hole to play.
They are trailing heading into the short par 4. Do they take it on to the layup? How much do they trust their swing right now? We'll find out.
Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it? Oh, caught up in some branches. Okay, let's make this one.
I really hope this one drops for him.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. He's currently in a share of top spot. Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes are wide open standing here on the 17th tee of Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
5 wins so far this season. And going with driver off the deck with this shot.
Pretty good shot there.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently tied for the lead. Well, they've certainly got the swing and a groove. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Was on a good line. 13 feet to the hole. That was a little bit too much power. And this next putt, it's for bogey.
This one's looking good.
Appears to have overcooked this one. Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Hey, that's a chance. And down she goes. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Chance here to reclaim a bit of focus after that double at the last. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. Great shot. Second shot here on the 18th hole. Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
This one heading to the bunker.
Lining up from the sand now. Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Currently tied for second. Didn't that look good for a long time? Now it's been some sharp shooting. This putt's for a final score of 66.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And that will conclude his tournament to date. Henny, I'm starting to really appreciate the magic in these rivalries. While they can't walk away with a victory in the tournament proper, they get to lay claim to beating some real stars of the PGA. And what about this victory over young Will Zalatoris?
Luke, Will Zalatoris isn't one of those players that gets beaten. This just doesn't happen. He is a player of the future, a young gun that usually comes out firing on all 4 cylinders. He didn't today, and this player took advantage, and they will use that to propel them forward in the next event.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.